Hello, this is Marcos, and we are talking now about Oonagh, my client Oonagh. Some extra information about Oonagh. We met doing CrossFit. She's a young fit lady, what we call in CrossFit athlete. And just try to be humorous as well. So she have to improve her gymnastics overall, and she have a big goal that is get her first strict handstand push-up. So that will be kind of the main focus, but also she want to RX every workout in CrossFit. We talk about weight. She's pretty strong, and I feel it's almost like no need, but I cannot tell her what to do, her goal is that, and we'll try to get, halfway on that. So I will try to give her what he needs and what he wants. That I think that's all about. So one of the goals will be RX as athlete and CrossFit, and another one get her first street handstand push-up, and that will be the main focus. She have a lot knowledge about behavior nutrition. I don't know if I put these insights on the notes. Let me. Yeah. So she opened herself about not having periods since months ago. I think it was like 6 months. She really knows how to follow a prescription in nutrition. However, I told her I am not someone else that is allowed to give a prescription in nutrition, but I can guide her. Talk to her about basic guidelines from OPEX, how the nutrition should be. She barely have any carbs. Let me check on the weight. We'll be getting there, but quickly. She's about 71 kilos, and I think she was eating only 50 grams of carbs per day. That I think is ridiculous. But, saying that, this will be also quite a lot of work for her, because not only will be difficult for her to eat the amount of food that we want to now, also it will be quite emotional, no? And mentally struggle, because it will change completely. So we will try to go back and forth, get a lot of feedback, how she feels about, how the body feel as well and react to the weight, try to get the best fuel for herself, and try to get also all her goals on the right path. So let's start with OPEX move. She's a female, young female, 29. I didn't put the age. She's 29. She weighed 71 kilograms, height 183. She's really tall. We measure waist, hip, and neck. We put that into the US Navy formula, as the OPEX index told me, and gave us 24% of fat, 17 kilograms of fat mass, and lean mass 54 kilograms. So basal metabolic rate will be 1,420. Based on that, we were talking about her nutrition. So her nutrition, we want to go to maintenance, because she have been in a cut and maintenance in different, I think exactly it was RP what she was doing, really low carbs. I didn't want to get into detail a lot. As soon as she said that, I said like, okay, we will be doing something completely different, will be a different approach. Before we started all of this, I even told her to try to stop using scales, stop weighing herself, because she was suffering a lot with this, and we can talk about probably kind of a small form of how you say this in English. Give me just a second. I don't want to make a cut. Eating disorder. Yeah, small kind of like eating disorder. She wanted the solution for her when we have the conversation, because she's being a cat and maintenance and cat and maintenance cat and eating really little. She thought, I want to now put on weight, so I will make a diet to put on weight. And she want to again weigh everything else. And I said, let's try to have a better approach to food. Don't weigh everything else for a month, 2 months. See how things goes. And she found it really difficult. She want to control everything that she eats. And I say, well, that's kind of the main point of why I don't want you to do that. I want you to try to relax into your diet, to then try to change this behavior that you have of measuring everything, and try to get into more intuitive eating. So now we start again. No, we went through the process of like try to reset the habits that she have on her nutrition to try to get a more healthy approach. And we talk about the balanced diet, like 40 carbs, 30 protein, and 30 fat. We give them an average of whatever she need to eat. Don't have to be perfect. Like try to make a like bro eating through the whole day the amount of carbs, protein, and fat, not each meal. How she was doing it. Try just to complete everything through the day. On the total, so we break it down, is 210 grams of carbs, 158 grams of protein, and 70 of fat. And she was doing, really well because she knows what to do. Everything is on the notes. Then we complete a OPEX move. So she failed the squat test, passed all the movements, and we can mention slightly some winging on the right shoulder when she was doing the scratch test, but the movement looks good to me. She did pass. Then when she was squatting, she was missing the T-spine range of motion, was like leaning with the torso, caving, slightly knees as well, moving forward at the end of the range of motion, losing also some of the tension. So the focus for that will be, as I review in the notes, core strength and RNT exercises. So if I'm going through the whole prescription, I know that she will be doing strength work. She's exercising 6 times per week. She will be going to do some classes on CrossFit. She will be doing one day that will be only just gymnastics, and then the prescription that I will give her will be focused on squatting, volume on squatting. Let me see if I can give you breaking insights. Have 3 strength days. The cycle will be 6 to 8 weeks, working always under tension, and she will be squatting 2 times a week. She will be doing front squatting and back squatting, and also doing the accessory work that she will have as core and RNT. Good. On her OPEX work, she did really well. 10 minutes air bike. She completed 121 calories. I think she kept about 62 revolutions per minute. Yesterday I tipped her that she should be, well, everyone else that went through the process of OPEX work always asked me, Ish, what revolutions per minute should I keep, and I try to give them kind of a target. Then if they cannot keep that target, then I know that maybe we push it a bit too much. Then I don't know if I want to blame myself or I want to blame them for don't pace properly. But she kept 62 revolutions per minute flat, and if I remember really well, at the end of that, she still not empty the tank until the end. She can do like a big push. She said that she even enjoyed that experience. As I did with all of them, always talking through the 10 minutes of that session to give them some extra motivation. This is something she does really well, not only because she exercises overall a lot. She had previous experience with exercising, so I didn't mention before, but she has been doing sports since she's young. I think she said she was playing netball. Well, I'm from Spain. I think netball is not even a sport. I don't know if you do that in America. I think they barely move on that sport, but it's like almost like socializing. But also, she does triathlon, and well, definitely that make the difference here, because 121 calories on the air bike, I think it's a really good power input, and she keep pacing herself all the way through really well. I feel even really proud, of watching one of my clients hitting such a good number. I work on the prescription. Well, on the exercises I will give her, if you don't mind, let me go through the notes. So she's doing 3 strength days, and she will be doing 2 focus on squatting. Another one will be focus on that gymnastics that will be push and pull, a mix and push and pulling, and try to improve these strict handstand push-ups. Then she will be doing CrossFit classes, and what did I tell her was I don't want you to be cherry picking with the classes, because I want you to try to focus more on getting the routine, but the programming is quite focused on conditioning, really long exercises. She does one of the endurance classes that I tell her to go. The endurance classes, they are programmed by me, and I focus map 10, map 9, map 8 usually. It's kind of like a cycle that we go back and forth. They are usually long classes between 30 to 40 minutes, and that's always the stimulus. So she's hitting one of the classes and fit that really well with the program that we are doing together. We'll be we are in contact obviously every week and every day through the app, but we will also try to check monthly how she's doing on her main goal. That will be the handstand, because it's not only just about the strength, it's also about her technique. We'll see if this is working really well, and we'll try to do all the checks. But main priority is not only just the exercise, it's also the nutrition, because as I mentioned before, she was struggling with her periods, and we want to really focus on that. We will be keep focusing on try to get this kind of more intuitive eating, learning what means 1 calorie, learning what means hitting her macros, and I hope that she can get a better mental state that will support her to make this more sustainable for the long run.